Coaches, hope you're having a fantastic day. Looking forward to talking with you today about attacking patterns, how you can apply it to your team practices today. We're going to look at Bayern Munich's shadow play 10v0, and we're going to evaluate how they do it specifically and how you can apply it to your kids to help them be able to replicate your attacking vision in the game. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I want to also shout out Coach Sean Souza for saying would love a video on coaching attacking patterns. But here you go, Sean. This one's for you. And also Coach Sky J8 said, great video, Coach. Also watching from Texas. All right. Shout out to you guys watching in Texas. Love you guys. All right. So here it is. When we're talking about attacking patterns, what we want to think about is how do we want to get to goal? How do we want to break down the opponent? How many players do we want to build with? How do we want to attack the box? And when is our triggers to make the attacking pattern start? Okay, so watch. You're going to see them move the ball side to side, which is replicating maybe the opposition is just sliding so that you can't play through them. So you're moving the ball quickly. And when I'm listening to this video as it's going, and I hear him in German, tempo, 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 which is basically something you can remind your players when you're coaching them. Move the ball quickly. Move the ball quickly, because if the defense is shifting over side to side and you can't play through them because your ball movement is slow, your attacking patterns are wasted. Okay, I want to sell you this right here. This is important for you going to your session today or this week. The ball gets played wide. Now watch the movement of the center back. Okay, drops to give an angle. These are important details that a lot of times we miss as coaches. We just say, "Oh, play the ball wide." The ball goes wide. Okay, it comes back. Okay, and I want you to see this. So don't get frustrated with your players when they lose and make bad passes. The professional levels are doing it. What you can coach is, hey, quick, come on, get into the next one, Don't waste time. Tempo, tempo. Let's go. Okay, the ball gets switched. Bounce ball. So it already shows you that their pattern is, to draw, because most likely these two will be pressured by the strikers. And this guy, they want to try to free up this guy, or they want to try to free up one of the center mids, 1, 2, or 3, so that the ball can come through them. Here it is. The ball gets switched out wide, bounce, back in there. Now you're going to see the trigger happen, be one of the center mids or one of the wingers. You hear the coaches telling tempo, tempo. There's a trigger, bang, bang. Ball across on the ground. Okay, here it is again. Let's watch it again. See if you can recognize when the trigger happens. What is your trigger for your team to initiate the combination play to get us forward? So switch a play, boom. Notice how every pass is not just side to side. It's side to side but diagonal. It's a pass backwards to draw the defense forward. It's a pass diagonal because square balls, like passes that just go sideways, are easy. They're counterattacks and they're pressing triggers. Ball gets there. There's a trigger. Winger comes in, set from the center mid. Now look at the runners in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always tell our guys, when especially if we're attacking the box, we want first post, back post, PK spot 18. This year I'm probably going to adjust it because of the players that we'll have for my team specifically. But we'll watch a little bit more and we'll talk it through. So the ball, here it is. This is important as you're training attaching packing patterns, making sure that you are really, really enforcing with your team the speed of the game. Not just walking through. You're gonna see even here. This is a perfect pitch and the ball is bouncing up. So you can still ask for and demand for a high level of execution, even with maybe you don't have the nicest field or whatever. Demand high level execution and concentration. Okay, so Coach Sean asked this question. How do I coach this specifically? You coach it by knowing what you want. Okay, you're going to see in this, their goal, how many times has the ball been played into their striker to initiate their attacking pattern? None. None in this. Okay, we can watch this whole thing. Okay, it's 20 minutes. We're not watching 20 minutes of it. Okay, their initiation is not through the striker. Their initiation is through their winger, through the wings. So that, look at the people right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's their initiation. A lot of times, initiation will come from fullback into the striker, and that's their initiation. That's when things start to work. So you have to identify with your team and how you play. What's our trigger moment to start attacking? When does everybody knows? Okay, as soon as the ball goes from Johnny, our center back, into Billy, our winger, boom, then the runs start to happen. Then I know. Okay, another example. I'll show it to you right here. Okay, they're playing the ball goes out wide, everybody just kind of moving slowly, it's not really, nothing's happening. Okay, there's a ball right there. I don't like that ball. That ball right there in the game. Because, anyways, I'll move on. Okay, boom, get switched. They're building with 2, sometimes 3. Here's a third, 1, 2, 3, and a pivot. Boom. Here it is right here. Here's their center mid. Here's their striker. Their striker's job is to occupy 2 center backs. Here's their fullback. Okay, blue fullback. And here's their other fullback. Okay, the balls are getting switched. And what you can do during your session for the players that aren't in the game, have them stand in the middle of the field like what they're doing. Have them watch. Okay, you have 2 center backs right here. Maybe you can even put them in jerseys and ask them to just jog around and give slow pressure so that it'll kind of give more of an opposition feel. Okay, the ball gets switched again. Now, think about what we're looking for. Your coaching triggers. So maybe you want to get your best player on the ball. You want to get Tim on the ball. So as soon as we switch this ball, now here's our trigger. See the moment happening. Tim's on the ball. As soon as Tim gets the ball, he's our play starter. Boom. There we go. Now, Carson. As soon as Carson gets the ball, everything goes. That's the key in the ignition. Boom. Switch a play. Runners in the box. And we finish. Good save by the keeper. Okay, so again, asking the questions, what does it look like for us to be successful in our attacking pattern? What do you want as a coach? Okay, first thing. If I'm going to coaches at a practice, I know 3 ways I want to attack. I want to attack through the wings. I want to attack a central, and I want a vertical. So one where I play a ball maybe from a center back into a winger in the air. If I need to skip a press, I want one where I can play on the wing, play on the ground through a winger, like you just saw in the combination here. You'll see it again. Okay, and then also I want one where maybe I pick up a central where it does go through the striker. Maybe it's a fullback into a striker. So when I go into a training session and I know I'm working on attacking patterns, you don't want to give the players too much. You want to keep it at 3, especially depending on the level, because you don't think in your mind you're going to teach this once and they're going to get it and that's all you have to do. No, especially not in youth soccer. You may have to teach this 5 and 6 and 7 times throughout the year, and that's okay, because I can guarantee you these guys will be teaching this 5 and 6, 7 times throughout the year, because not physically demanding, it's just mentally, just making sure they're mentally locked and engaged. Okay, so best players on the ball to make the best decisions. Okay, so if your best player is a 9, try to get the ball into them early. If your best player is your 8, how do we get him on the ball facing forward towards the opponent's goal? If your best player is your fullback and he's the best decision maker, how do we get him into maybe the half lane to where he's in the half lane? What is the half lane? The half lane is, we call it the half space. It can be called the half space, called the half lane, depending on what methodology you come from or whatever. The half lane is basically this space right here. Okay, you see what these little half lane. Okay, how do we get them? How do we get maybe your best player is your 6? How do we get them facing forward on the half turn when they can start creating from that moment. The passing patterns uh, are your way of teaching your team specifically what we need to do to score. You're giving them a rubric, a guide. So everything you're doing in attacking patterns, when you're coaching your group, ask the question: who do I want to get on the ball? Why do I want to get them on the ball? And then reverse engineer it from there. And you could draw it out. Okay, once your best player goes in the ball, let's say you have a guy who's a really good right-footed distribution player. So as soon as he turns, we should be thinking, you saw the players already were going? Runner, 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 rest defense, stay home, rest defense. These are details that you want to coach. Soon as, hey, team, we have one of the, I literally tell my kids some of this sometimes. Hey, we have one of the best center mids in the state. So as soon as he gets on the ball, expect him to give you the ball. You need to either create space, okay, bring a defender, run in behind, because he's going to find you. If you wait for the ball, just know it's not his fault that he didn't give it to you. So then you're coaching your team to start thinking, okay, Tim's getting on the ball. He's gone on the half turn. He's facing forward. I should have already been gone by now. And then you're also training that player to think there's a responsibility on me. As soon as I get the ball, I should have already known where I'm going to go. And you're challenging the players around him and the player that he is and making him better and asking him to go higher. Okay. Hope that helped. If you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comments and I'd love to follow up with you. And yeah, hope you enjoy talking about attacking patterns. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.